This is take 3 on the video. A lot of things went on. People were calling me. I was losing track of time. I was worried I was going to get pulled over by the police. Didn't happen. I didn't have my American cruise set. I had still it on Canadian kilometers. Let's just set this right now and get it out of the way. 74 to 65. That should be good, right?
Yep.
Somebody said 8 is great, 9 you're right. Is that not what somebody said? I'm going to 73. No, not 70. 73. Thank you, Carl. So a lot of good went on today. And actually a pretty good day. You know, I don't want to get into the walk on the moon thing. At the end of the day, both my videos started with him. I'm going to finish with him this time because I want to let it soak in. I want to make sure that I get through the whole day. Our day started off, we bought a horse named Sailor, who is a Chapter 7 horse. Now, it seemed like fate. I was bidding on the horse, then Mohawk called looking for an entry. All of our entries were down here. Looking for an entry. And I looked and Sailor fit the class they were looking for. So I told them, if you want to hold the draw for 18 more minutes, I'll tell you if I get Sailor, you can use him. I had talked to the trainer this morning. He had a foot abscess that came out, but he changed his shoeing. And he actually sent me a video. So thank you to Mr. Huckabone, is his name. Sent me a video of the horse jogging this morning. I called him back and said, can you do me a big favor? The timing wasn't great, but I did promise it to Mohawk. I entered the horse for Saturday night. He's in to go. I can't get him picked up for another day or so. Would you mind jogging him for me? He goes, no problem at all. I mean, he wants to see the horse do good too, right? So he said, no problem at all. We'll jog him. I'll take care of this foot, get it all done up for you. I said, oh, that's very good. I said, anything I owe you, just let me know. He said, no. You know, you gave us good money for the horse. I appreciate it. Good luck with him. We'll make sure he gets up there in good form. So we bought Sailor. He's on his way up here. He sold it really, really fast. Just a ton of people. I'm always surprised. I guess I should be, but I shouldn't be. And in fairness, the horse almost sold it for the most part before we raced today. So it's not like the people that own the horses today were like, oh, I have to get in on a horse. No. These were people that wanted to be part of the stable. Before we had a good day today, wanted to be a part of the stable. So let's get into today. As I said, Sailor's on his way. A new horse for us. He'll fill a good void as these guys are down here racing for the next couple of weeks. We'll let those horses come back, most of them, some of them. But, so there is room for a Sailor to be racing right now at Mohawk. So, as I said, we'll get into today. First race, went out on the track. I warmed up, stay close, and I said to Steve, he feels like an octopus with hobbles on. His legs are going everywhere. 2 or 3 people messaged me, he doesn't look comfortable at all. No, he's not. He went from, as a 2-year-old, being a very strong 2-year-old that had a bright future, to injuring himself, to missing 2 years of racing, to showing up in a Amish person's barn in Wilbur, doing good with the horse. Then he went to Ron Burke, and they raced him at the Meadowlands, and then turned him over. And I thought we got a great price for this horse, and even more now that I see him race today. Just very, very good price for Stay Close. I was surprised to get beat the other night. I said that was my fault. I should have went a mile with the horse warming up, and I would have been able to set the hobbles. Well, today I went a mile with the horse. I let them out a little bit. I didn't like him like that. In fact, his hobbles were, I think, in the same hole they were at Mohawk, if I'm not mistaken. I just think that, no, he's not comfortable, but he'll learn to. We've changed his entire gait. We took trotting shoes off him and put aluminum shoes on him up front. You know, I put egg bars on him behind. We have him shod differently than he's ever been shod in his life. I can almost guarantee it. Put the hobbles on him. I'm trying to help him trot. So he likes them on snug right now. Do you remember the start of Forrest Gump? When Forrest was running around and then the braces come off and then he ran around the world, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
That's Stay Close. But he's big. He's got the braces on right now. But they'll come off at some point. We'll be able to start letting his hobbles out when he learns, when his confidence starts to grow. And if we can have races like today, as he's learning to be a trotter, as he's learning to be the trotter I think he'll be, what's wrong with that? So no, he wasn't super comfortable today, but he was super strong. I can tell you that. He was very, very good today. I moved him over. He felt like he was going to win in 53. And I said, he's felt green. Well, it could be. He's got 15 lifetime starts. Today was his 15th lifetime start. He's 5. So yeah, I'd say he's a little bit green. But winners win, and he was a winner today. Went out in the next division. I didn't really know what to think. Eldis Patrick, he qualified pretty good. He seemed a little flat, but he was okay. You know, I got away in the front. I was okay if that guy removes, if Tony Hall pops back out. Did Eldys Patrick go away the favorite? I don't think he did, right?
No.
The horse in behind me was the favorite,
Yes.
right? So I said, I'm getting up there. When we were going into the first turn, we're going 27 and a piece speed. I had him doubled up pretty good. I was going to back in. Tony Hall wanted no part of removing. So I said, fine, I'll just jam the brakes on him. The guy with Wicks Hanover, the gentleman's name, I don't remember his name. He did the right thing. In hindsight, I probably should have cut him loose, I guess. I just didn't have enough respect for Wicks Hanover. This is a horse, if you guys remember, I looked at in Harrisburg. And I didn't pass her. I didn't want her. But he's got her good. She was awesome today. Sat outside me. Maybe I could have let him ride down the backstretch rather than trying to put him away. But I felt the guy weak in behind me, the favorite weak in behind me, and I just parked one of the other favorites. I'm thinking, I'm going to drive away and win easy. Maybe Royson will get up for second or third. It'll be a good day. Come out of the last turn. I said, I think I'm still a winner. You can feel him start to loosen up, start to get a little tired. I said, this thing won't go away. It's got me beaten. I look out of the corner of my eye and I see somebody else coming. I'm like, 124 and 3. Who the hell is that? I almost fell out of the bike. Royson's Punch comes screaming by everybody. Now, we saw him. He looked good last week, but I did not think he had a mile and 54 and 3 in him. 54 and 2? No. 2. No. Never thought it. But, as I said to Steve after, that's why we race the horses, right? Because you never know. You really never know what is going to happen. So Brett Miller, obviously a world-class driver, did a fantastic job. The horse raced great. Eldys Patrick, did I use him too hard? Should I have just, let the guy go? Who knows? I mean, these are... What are you going to do? This is second-guessing yourself after a race, Remember the old saying, I told you got to know when the race is over, right? It's over. I chose to race him that way. We scoped him after. A little bit sick. 2 out of 5 for Mucus. Same as Levitor was 2 out of 5 for Mucus the other night. So maybe a little something floating around the barn. We can clean him up. As I said, the horse raced his heart out. He raced pretty hard to be upset with Eldys Patrick. The horse raced as hard as he could right through the wire. I don't know why anybody wouldn't love that horse. The horse just feels like he's doing everything he can, and he's a nice horse to drive. So, 2 wins and a third. Pretty good day today. A shocking jump forward for Royson's Punch. So, congratulations to the Royson's Punch group. Horse was absolutely awesome. What is going on here, meow? We got something. Oh, yeah, that's not good. So the Royson's Punch group, congratulations. The horse raced absolutely fantastic. And to the Eldys Patrick, my partner's on Eldys Patrick. The horse raced good. He was 2 out of 5 for Mucus. He's better off a ground saving trip. Yes, he'll race on the front, but much better covered up. So food for thought next week for our boy Eldys Patrick. But a huge rebound from a difficult last couple of months for him. Got off to a huge start at the start of the year. New York was a bit of a stumbling block. Got him back. Clearly, he's back on track. The horse race fan. You said the fastest mile of his life today?
That's it.
So both of those horses, fastest miles of their life today. So I'm sure he'll be fine next week. Then we get to Walk on the Moon. Yes, it was disappointing. Yes, we're going to have people saying his feet are sore, he's this or he's that. At the end of the day, his attitude is not in check right now. You circle back to the first race today, our first race, race 4, that horse looked terrible. Stay close, but wanted to do his work. Was powerful today and did his work. Eldys Patrick coming off brakes, so not that much different than Walk on the Moon. Brake. He had a couple of breaks also, but given the opportunity to do his work right, he did it right. His attitude's in check. I can tell you the first thing we'll probably do is castrate Walk on the Moon. He doesn't really need to be a stud. And he was tough to ship down here. Jason said he was kind of being a bit of a goof to ship down here. So if nothing else, make it easier on everybody for Walk on the Moon. I'm not going to be angry at Walk on the Moon. Here's the scoop on Walk on the Moon, all right? He's a fast horse that isn't racing good right now. He was tired at the end of the year. I thought we did the right thing. We turned him out. We gave him time. We brought him back. It just has not worked out yet. And I'm sure there's no reason not to. There's nothing wrong with this horse. You can have a litany of veterinarians go over him. You're not going to find anything. We had 2 very sharp veterinarians go over him. Nothing found. There's nothing in his blood. There's nothing in the scope. He just isn't good right now. So, we'll castrate him, but we're not going to rush him back. Give him a couple of weeks. He's not going back in this series. He'll likely race at the Meadows his next start. The reason being, he made a break off a qualifier. Well, in Ontario, we could race him in a pari-mutuel race next week. In Pennsylvania, you can race in a pari-mutuel event, but in Ohio, you still cannot. We did not change the rule here. So you break off a qualifier, you have to requalify. But you don't in Pennsylvania. So we'll castrate him, work on him over the next 2 weeks. Give him a little track work, back him up a little bit, sharpen him up, and then send him down to Tim at the Meadows. And I believe that is the best plan. There's going to be a lot of people saying, please send him back to Mario. Just so we're clear, he is not going back to Ontario. There are no classes for him. He will get eviscerated at Mohawk right now. He's not going back there. He's not ready yet. There may be a time when Walk on the Moon can go back to Ontario. It is not this time. So he'll be castrated at first order, probably tomorrow or the next day. We'll wait, give him lots of time to heal up, do some track work, and get him in to go at the Meadows. So that's the plan with Walk on the Moon. I don't want to dwell on it. I don't want to get angry over it. It's frustrating. They're horses, just like our kids or anybody else. They get things aren't always perfect. So overall, a great day today. We ended up with another new horse for the stable in a 5-year-old Chapter 7 named Sailor. Now, Sailor was a winner last week and won 53-1 at the Meadowlands. He's coming in very short order to race Saturday night at Mohawk. If his blood is good, his feet are good, if that abscess isn't hurting him, if he gets green lights across the dashboard, he will go behind the gate on Saturday night. That's what I told Woodbine. That's what I'm telling the people that own Sailor. He's got the 8-hole, which is good for him because he's a bit of a hothead. So he's got the 8-hole Saturday evening at Mohawk. So today was a great day for a number of reasons. The horses raced great. Very proud of Stay Close. He did his job very well. And the fact that he didn't look great even makes me more impressed with him. The fact that he did his work, even though he wasn't super comfortable in what he was doing, he did it right and he did it to the best of his ability. So very, very happy with him. Royston's Punch floored with how good he was. Just very impressed with how tenacious his horse was. I told you he was better last week, but even I didn't see that coming. And Eldis Patrick, he'll swing again next week. Don't worry. For a horse that scoped the way he did and raced the way he did, I'm super proud of him too. Walk on the Moon, we'll work on him, get him patched up, and at some point in 2022, we'll get him moving forward. With that said, what do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow we have 3 horses to qualify. I thought we had 5, but Confederate Cruiser tied up, so we didn't enter him in to qualify, so it was partly right. We have 3 horses to qualify, 1 horse to school. Then we're coming back down here immediately after the schoolers for our boy Kings County in race 2. After Kings County races, I'm going to go drive straight home to Ontario. Looks like they run them off quick at Miami Valley, so that's awesome. We're going to get out of there quick. I'll be back home by 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Friday morning, we have a ton of horses to school and qualify and get moving. It is starting to get really, really busy here in Ontario. I'll be back next week. I can't wait to come back. I talked to Brett Miller. I believe he's going to take no free lunch again. I talked to him, but probably race him from off the pace this week coming up and list him on Royston's Punch next week again. He drove a horse in the final leg, but he said, no, I'll drive Royston's Punch, no problem. The reason I say that is because next week there won't be 3 divisions. There's going to be 2 divisions, and we're going to be full. So anyway, with that, I will talk to you all very soon. As I said, a great day today. Lots of racing coming up. Can't wait for the qualifiers tomorrow. Even the schooler. I'm going to school Gemstone Ruby Rose tomorrow, so I can't wait to do that. And then Kings County. A lot of question marks on him. I can't wait to see how he does tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow in Kings County. So with that, I will talk to everybody very soon. Hope you had a great day. Pretty hard not to be a member of the stable and not have a great day today. And hopefully better days ahead. Take care.